Yes, sirree! Victorious is the word, like Victor Lindelof smashed it in. A game which could have been a high-scoring game, according to my opinion. We huffed and puffed. We had our chances, but it just didn't want to go in until Victor Lindelof laced his Swedish boot on that ball and smashed it in. What a beautiful goal. Congratulations. Wasn't it a fun game to watch? Yeah, it was kind of like we were dominating possession, 64%. Regarding there is 36 and 15 shots on target, and then 10. At the end of the day, what matters is that we got that important victory before we got on this so-called boring international break. Guys, let me know how you're feeling. Talk to us. This is a VR room. This is the after party. This is Mufc Realist TV. And this is me, Mick Ruby, without my wingman. Where is he, my lovely Jarvis Cocker? Where did he go?
Yeah, get in there. 1-0, prediction 4. But okay, I'm happy. We won. So how are you, Mick? How did you see the game?
How I saw the game, I thought it was a good pattern to play the first half. Of course, they played a low block. I could have seen a little bit more urgency. I couldn't see the ball going in at least 3 times. I could see, Højlund scoring. The ball just didn't want to go in. But at the end of the day, I think we played good football. We switched off a little bit in the second half, but I was a little bit worried with 8 minutes. Where did those 8 minutes in the VR come from? I don't know. The added on time, got a little bit nervous there with the free kicks, but I think we controlled the game. We did a good job at the end, just seeing out through the game. 1-0 is a dangerous score, as you know, but at the end of the day, what can I say? 3 points, baby. That's all it matters for me right now.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, 3 points, baby. That's what I take from this game. But I see patterns of play. I see we try with the overlapping fullbacks. I see even the wingers try to come to the byline. We really try to serve Højlund a lot more. We lack a little bit in quality. We lack a little bit in precision. We should let the ball tempo should be higher to break down a low block. But we know that the player struggles when it comes to settings like this, breaking down a low block. So at least we got the goal. I think we had a couple of players who stood out today. Maguire played good. I think McTominay actually had a good game. Højlund was really good. He was energetic.
Was excellent.
He should have scored. Even Rashford had a good game. But for me, the best player on the pitch was Garnacho. He was the most dangerous player when he was on.
Garnacho.
And why he was, but why he was taken on, I don't understand. I'm not sure if he was running out of juice or if Ten Hag just subbed him off to put on Anthony and give him some game time. Yeah.
Well, so Anthony looked pretty sharp as well when he came in. He served a beautiful pass to Rashford. Unfortunately, Rashford is a little bit rusty, so I can understand he should have buried that goal, that pass from Anthony Dos Santos. It was a beautiful weighted pass, and even that weighted pass that actually Højlund served up to Garnacho took one touch too many. So there was definitely some goal scoring opportunities, but we just couldn't bury it. We couldn't just finishing it off. It could have ended up like what we predicted, 4-1 or 4-0 United, clean sheet. But at the end of the day, Jarvis, clean sheet, 1-0. It is what it is. I'm happy with this victory. Yep. I'm absolutely happy to see a little bit of progress in the patterns of play and how we're going to play right now. And also a little bit of a breathing space, considering it's 2 weeks of international boring break, people. Anyway, the VR room, big up to all of you that are coming in here. Let us know what you're thinking. Neil Driscoll is saying, watch United play depressing. It's not always about playing beautiful football.
Get out of here, Neil. Come on.
Come on,
get in there. Let's celebrate.
We won the game.
To be happy.
Yeah.
We can chew on the caramel for 2 weeks now and go again and have players back from injury. So the most important today was the 3 points and the win.
Yeah. Big up RJ was coming in here saying international break has to be the takeover now completed. I agree. The man of the match to me, Jarvis, if we're going to talk about the man of the match, the crowd, the faithful, they never stopped singing. I could hear it, glazes out, Joe glazes out, and all that stuff.
Mm,
It couldn't be censored. It was so loud for 90. How was it? 98 minutes, constantly singing, singing, singing. So big up for all the faithfuls, for all the protests. You were the man of the match for me. I don't know. If we
yeah.
look at the overall, right? Ten Hag got a yellow card for being bitchy. I like the grit. He just had enough. Like he had enough.
Mm,
And I think also there was a lot of dubious VRs. Like there was 2 times Harry Maguire was pulled down, and there was penalty checks but not given. In any given game,
mhm.
that had been given. I would. I just. I don't know what's going on. It's Manchester United tax, isn't it? Again, or was it soft?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was reading chat. What situation are we addressing?
We are addressing that VR had 3 checks in the penalty box against Harry Maguire. He was like, how do you say holding in hockey?
Yeah, but he's too big. He will never get the penalty for holding.
Yeah, whenever Harry goes out and try to head us the
Yeah.
ball, he always gets against him anyway. What do you
Hmm.
say, Manchester City fan for life, beating Luton 1-0, in my opinion, too funny, embarrassing. You won't get top four at all. Come on, mate. You know,
As long as you win. You saw
it's a
Liverpool. They,
win.
they, they drew against this team 1 week ago. So it's not like we will automatically win 3-0. It's not like that. It's the Premier League. Even the lower league, the teams in the bottom of the half the table,
Go
they
banter
can move
some.
up and play good.
Go banter some Spurs fan that lost against Wolves today. So yeah, we're just happy that we are actually getting somewhere at the moment. If you look at the Premier League table, we were only sitting 9 points away from City at the moment.
Mm.
So it is open season as of yet. The
Yep.
Premier League is a false table at the moment. You will see like come after New Year somewhere in February when it's really
Mm.
starting to shape. You know what I mean? If you're a City
Mm.
fan, you understand what we're talking about. Yolam, I mean, what you saying here, my friend? What are you saying?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. I'm glad we won, but damn, we would not finish the dinner at all. Feels like Weghorst was in there. Tried to finish the dinner. I mean, it was unlucky, guys. We're a little bit rusty. Like, Rashford could have scored. A little bit rusty. Hoyland unlucky. I mean, Hoyland was really, really good in the way he was holding up the play, how he was linking up. But he ran out of juice, and I think he felt a little bit of hamstring at the end, which was a little bit of worrying sign. What
Yeah.
did you read about that, Jarvis?
Yeah, he he lay down on the grass twice, and he was holding his knee. So I'm not optimistic. But the good thing is now we have an international break, 2 weeks, and he don't have to go to the Denmark squad if he's injured, and he will have time to recover. So in a way, it
Oh,
could be good for him to have 2 weeks off and just relax.
oh. They remind me something about Ericsson. Christian also went down with a little bit of a
Mm.
niggle in the knee. Jesus, I could see Ten Hag was just. Did you see the camera was zooming in and Ten Hag was going like, oh, not again, like all these
Mm.
injuries, right? I feel
Mm.
sorry for the bloke, to be honest. Injuries after injuries. Like, hey, Yelani Mualim, big up for you to coming in here celebrating the after party with us. Mount, he says, played really well. I don't think he got credit for his pressing, but in my opinion, he linked up and influenced the game big time.
Mhm.
Yes. Jarvis, what's your opinion of what Jailani is saying here?
Yeah, that's a good comment. I would say when it comes to Mount, he was good. He was energetic. He had some frequency in his press play when he won the ball. Because we have recoveries, and that's what Ten Hag is trying to do. He recovered the ball, he wins the ball, and he tries to create something when he got it. He puts on his speed forward, and that's good. I think it's a little bit too high in the pitch. I like Ericsson better for his positioning, because they leave McTominay all by himself in the defending, so he has to go all across to defend, and that's not McTominay's strength. But all in all, I think Mount was good. He was trying to link up. He was even
Yeah,
running through, and he was out
yeah.
by the corner flag
He was
help. He had a
pressing.
couple of crosses. So yeah, it's okay. I give him an okay plus today. Mount was good.
Mount for me was good when he came in. He showed some grit and determination. He provided a little bit of energy, as what you were saying here, Jelani. He provided some pressing. something that I really missed. And by the way, what you're saying here, Manchester City fan for life, and you think you will compete with us and to be top team? How mighty of fell. Anyway, Neil Driscoll is coming back to you to say, actually, Liverpool drew Luton last weekend.
Yeah.
Listen, mate, I'm going to come back to you here to say, look, it's early season as of yet, right? We had our fair share of injuries, while you guys had 2 injuries so far, right? You
Yeah.
have De Bruyne injured, and who else do you have injured in long term? That's about it. You have two
Yeah,
injuries,
Rodri
right?
was suspended for 3 games,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah,
see City dropping as soon as Rodri was out of that team. So they
yeah.
are also fragile Manchester City
Right.
fan for life. So be aware.
Be aware also that we are in the midst of a takeover gash. There's been a lot of off the pitch issues. Half a squad injured, mate, and we're still scraping and where we are right now. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why we are so happy that we just get 3 points at the moment, because we know we Manchester United fan knows we are far off for playing good football like you guys, but we are
Mm,
getting there, mate. We are getting there. So anyway, scrape, get by. Football is not always about playing good football. It's about 3 points and what you actually produce on the table sheet. You know what I mean? Um, what are we saying? These big money wages players need to finish at least against Luton. Come on. Yes. But you know what? Football is a funny game, right? It's the Newton's law,
yeah.
the gravity. What comes up must come down. Sometimes the ball doesn't just don't want to go in. It's simple as that. We had games like this before. We huff and puff, and the ball just doesn't want to go in. It's so
Mm,
frustrating to watch, especially when you are playing good, and especially when you have chances. I just
mm.
want to go in. So therefore, that Victor Lindelof is my thumbnail. Victorious Victor smashed that ball so nicely on his laces. So well deserved, Victor Lindelof. He saved us today. Big up, big Swede. Box is coming in here as well. What are you saying, Box? I thought Garnacho was quite poor today. I don't know. He did his job though.
Yeah,
He
I
had
like
a role to
Garnacho.
do. Yeah.
I like what he. Yeah, I can just jump in here and see his
Sure.
stats from the first half. It was actually really good. He had. Let's see. I'm just gonna scroll down. I will find it right away. Give me 2 seconds. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's a lot of
Oh
Arsenal.
yeah.
Here
All
it
right.
is. First half, 100% pass accuracy, 43
Yep.
touches, 26 out of 26 passes completed. He won 5 out of 9 ground duels, so he was grifting defensively, and 3 key passes. So he had a good first half, a little bit more difficult in the second half. I think he ran out of juice. He felt the Copenhagen game not many days ago. So in a way, I was happy with Garnacho. Maybe not his best performance, but he showed that he can start and play from the beginning of the game and influence and impact
Mm.
the game.
Mm. Actually, I think he had a job to do. He had clear instructions from Tanag. You can see that in the first half. The job was to keep it wide, really, really wide, to stretch that back five.
Mm.
So he did a disciplined job. I think he wasn't too advanced going forward, but he did his job. He took on his defender. Yeah, at the end of the day, he ran out of straight steam, and he switched also where Rashford went to the left and he went to the right until he got subbed off. But to
Mm.
put in Anthony Dos Santos was a little bit dubious to me. But I actually didn't think Anthony did anything wrong in this game. Actually, he did almost an assist, and he put in a shift. So I'm happy with the overall performance. Like how the you know
Mm.
front line was actually conducting itself, although the ball didn't go in.
Yeah, yeah. I see here when it comes to Hoyland's injury, I see he was clutching off his hamstring. So it's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
muscle injury. So that
Shit.
could be a long injury. So that maybe that's why he's been carrying a little knock, muscle injury. That's why Ten Hag don't play more than 70 minutes, 75 minutes. But we could see when Martial came on, he was totally invisible. He didn't do
Yeah,
nothing. So
he
it's
was.
understandable. Ten Hag don't trust Martial to
Did
do
you?
something.
Yeah. Did you see when he was sprinting from the ball? Like he clearly has lost of yard of pace, mate. When he
Yeah.
was going for the ball, like, come on, get off that starting block. It's like, ugh. It's like it's not the same Martial.
Mm.
But what should we do in the January window? We don't really have a striker to
No.
rotate Hoyland. Unfortunately, we only have Hoyland as a striker. Perhaps maybe in January they go back to Getafe and bring back the Greenwood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we will see, but it's one of the deficiencies in our squad. It's because we have two strikers that are very unlike. Martial has different attributes, but it totally changes our style. We have no vocal point up front, and now our style is around Hoyland. So when Martial comes on, we loses out big time. So I
Yeah.
think we need a new striker. Martial is not it.
Martial is not, he's surpassed. I mean, he's been a loyal servant. He's been like 9-10 years at the club as well.
Way
Box,
too
what you're
long.
saying. Yeah, we end the season with 19 wins, 19 losses, 57 points. Is that enough for top four? Big question mark.
No, no.
No. I mean, if we compare last season standing 12 in the game right now, we are equal points at the moment as last season, if I do my maths correct, right? So it's the same trajectory as last season, right? We got 2 new injuries again to the tally. Damn it. When is this going to end? What are you saying, City for Life? Hoyland injured, you're screwed, in my opinion. Playing Rashford up front, Martial. Dude, it is 2 weeks international breaks, but I can feel you. So I wouldn't laugh if I was you. Like, imagine you, mate, having half a squad injured. I don't think you would laugh, my friend. I don't think any Premier League supporter should endorse injuries at the end of the day. Like, I feel sympathetic. If you
maybe
have
it's laughing off the situation because the situation is comical. We don't have enough strikers.
rivals.
We have been out of a striker for a long time. We lost Greenwood, we lost Ronaldo, and we didn't replace them. They gave us Weghorst last season. So at the end of the day, it's up to the
style, yeah.
and the planning of the club.
Yeah, Luan France, big up coming in one of our moderators and members here to help the algorithm. Big up to you, Luan France. Guys, we forget always to say it's free to hit that like and subscribe button. It's definitely helping our algorithm that's been failing this channel lately. We're not getting as many likes, and YouTube like to promote certain channels that gets a lot of likes. So apparently, Jarvis, is all about the likes nowadays, right? We used to get 200 likes, 150. Now we're lucky if we get 50 likes. So guys, it is very, very free, and you will only burn a few calories by just pressing that little ding 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 button down there. Big up for reminding us, Luan. Hi guys, what time is it there where I'm? Hey Lou, I'm gonna tell you a secret. It is 20 past midnight where I'm sitting right now.
So it's late night.
Midnight vibes.
You just keep on talking, and I will bring up the Premier League table after a couple of seconds.
Yeah, Alien Tenno is back here coming in to say, big up to Alien Tenno, is saying, hi all, we should have won 3-0 at least. I agree with you, Peter. I totally agree. We should have buried that. So, yeah, we had a lot of clear-cut chances, whatever you are saying, Yalim. I mean, we do have the worst attack in the league at the moment. It's very strange to say. We are united. We should getting 2-3 goals at the game. I totally agree. What are you saying? Lucky Singh as well coming in. I wanted 2 goals, give even more breathing space. 100%. That's what I also wanted. 1-0 is never easy. Lucky. Yale, what you saying here? We need to finish off the game. And what do we have for us, Jarvis? Here we have the table. We are 6th now, climbing up.
As you can see, but we have one more game played than a lot of the teams. Only Arsenal and Tottenham in the top has 12 games. But as you can see, we have 21 points. So we are in touching distance of top 4, 3 points behind Liverpool. So even though we have started this season poorly, there's still a chance. So guys, don't lose hope. We can still be top 4 and maybe even better. But we have to string a line of matches together, like 5 to 10 matches unbeaten, to be involved in the top 4. And that's the problem with Den Haag at the moment. We don't have the players, so we don't get the stability because we always injured. Just have to chop and change and sub off players, and we never get going. It's always like we feels like we're in pre-season. So let's just hope that we will get players back.
David Porter, I'm laughing at you, my friend. I'm laughing at you. You are belatedly tumbled in fact that Jarvis Cocker is not the pop front man. You know what? What? We gotta sing cheer here. Do you believe in love after love? You gotta believe, because if you look at this, Jarvis, you make a good point. I raised this in the warm-up session that we today. We
Yeah.
are literally like 9 points before this game. We're 9 points from the top spot, which is City. Not that I think we're going to catch them, but hey, there's still a lot of games to be played. We have a lot of players coming back. There's international break. We're starting to click finally. The way I see it, we're starting to find a little bit of a mojo, a little bit of a patterns to
Hmm.
play. You can see that how he's working with Maguire, how he was playing kind of good diagonal balls, and I know, but six, it's not bad, barring that Newcastle is losing.
But if you look at the last 5 games, if you look at the last 5 games of the teams, and you see here in the table, you see here that Man United has 4 wins and 1 loss.
Yeah,
City have 2 losses and 3 wins.
yeah,
Tottenham, they have lost the two
yeah.
last games. Liverpool draw 2 games, lost 1 game. So the people, the teams in front of us are dropping out on points. So it's an open race. The game is on. We still
Oh
have a chance.
my daisy! Nigeria in the house. It's 6:23 a.m. in the morning. Big up!
Big
Listen,
up,
guys.
Emmanuel.
Listen, guys. Jarvis, that is hardcore. I mean, that is global fan base. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. Like sometimes we forget how European centered this game is. But
Mm.
you have people like me sitting in Thailand at the moment. It's 0:25. You have Emmanuel in Nigeria 6:23. I assume that it's in the morning, or is it in the, yeah, maybe it's PM, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And then we have Canada in the house. We have Australia in the house. Adelaide. We had Sydney. This is like mad, right?
Hmm.
But the other day when we were playing, like I
Brooklyn.
couldn't hold Brooklyn as well.
Brooklyn
Yeah,
in the house.
Brooklyn. Luan, what you saying here? So you're only 20 hours ahead. I am literally 12 hours ahead of you. Wow. I do a lot of Korean streaming, and there are 2:22 a.m. How mad is it? Anyway, welcome to the after party, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. As we reiterate, it's so important for the algorithm. John
Mm.
Johnson, I haven't seen you for ages, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. We'll likely be eighth at the
AJ.
end of the weekend. Newcastle and Brighton will win. How do we know? Will Newcastle or Brighton win? Spurs played Wolves. Spurs lost. Football is a funny game. Anything can happen, but
Yeah.
depends on our Newcastle are a little bit out of whack, a little bit up and down yo-yo form.
Yeah, they have a lot of injuries at the moment. So Newcastle, yeah, they are struggling a little bit.
And
They are.
Brighton, I don't believe Brighton started right, but they are not
Look at Brighton.
performing.
They
If you could
haven't
look at,
won. They haven't won a
yeah,
game in the last 5.
no, no, draw, loss. Then
Hmm.
you know what I mean. And then if you could look at Newcastle, which is sitting seventh below us, win, draw, win. So there's 3 wins, 2 draws, and we have 1 loss and 4 wins. Not bad when you look at
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't know. Sometimes we tend to look at, I don't know, what are we looking at? Why are we complaining? Is it more of the style of play, or is it the way we win games, or is it that we just don't have patience?
Well,
Question.
it's been a strange season. We have a lot
It
of
has been.
injuries, and people have been out of form. They are probably a little bit gassed out after last season. Ten Hag, he played them to the ground. We were going deep in the Europa League. We were going 2 cup finals. So at the end of the day, I only see us going upwards and forward from here. And I think we will do better for the rest of the season, unless the injuries keep happening and we never get the full squad
Yeah,
back
the evil
into motion.
cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody threw in like a voodoo doll in the locker room. You better locate it, because
Yeah.
we have injuries creeping up the table. What Besh is saying, Box is saying title charge. Get out of here, not too early.
Well,
V Cobra
well,
coming in with his venom here. Cobra venom title charge is on. Dude,
David
hold your
Bowie.
horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. We're not there yet to talk about titles. It's too early in the season. We are 23 goals behind City. Well, if you look at goals, yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
believe that we start firing soon. I mean, you can see the chances are there. We can see that if only Rashford starts finding his shooting boots on and Højlund starts burying it. I mean, Højlund hasn't scored yet in Premier League, which I find it very bizarre. I mean, he scored 5 goals in the Champions League, but not yet in the Premier League. Today was actually he was actually delivering service today.
Yeah.
He was delivering and he got delivered. Yeah.
Højlund had his chances. He could have at least scored 1 goal. He had one, but he couldn't get his feet on the ball. I think it touched his knees, and the goalkeeper saved. But in a way, I believe that Højlund is working now because we feed him. Ten Hag has set up his team. We have overlapping fullbacks, and the wingers try to come to the byline to cross for him. And I think that's a clear plan of Ten Hag, at least against the low block. I think that's the recipe.
Yeah.
But we couldn't like really set them under siege, and because we are too impatient when we attack. And sometimes we should just pass the ball and cross it to the other side and start again. But we do like silly crosses and shots. You could see in the end of the game, for example, Rashford was 1-against-1 against Chahichong. He had Chahichong 5 meters in front of him, but he tried a silly cross and we lost the ball. And the same on a corner kick when Dalot tried that volley shot. Why does he try a volley shot? We are up 1-0. You got to use your brain. Take down the ball and continue the attack. Put them under pressure. Don't lose it. So this is one of the mentality problems I speak of when I see the team. We don't play the game. We always like, we want to attack, we want to score. That's what we are trying. You got to be
Sometimes
more smart.
You have to slow down, hold the ball. And 100%, Kenny is saying here, Sachiv is saying that Maguire was the man of the match, according to his opinion. But my pick was Lindelof. Lindelof. I thought Lindelof was sublime today as well. End of the day, we got the job done 100%. We should bring back Dennis Law. What you are saying here, David Porter, that would be something. Bring back the time machine. Bring back the Dennis Law.
He's outside Trafford in the Holy Trinity. So he's always watching us.
Yes. 12:30 by me. Yes, a.m. in the morning. Lucky what she's saying here. Lucky. Sing. We need some mess this weekend because I know they are not informed. We need some mess this weekend because, okay, all right. I didn't really understood that, but okay, we need some mess this weekend. We need to win. We needed this win. V Cobra, what you saying here? Cobra coming in here with what? A cherry. Love that cherry. Cherry means luck, I guess, as well.
Maybe he thinks we're cherry picking. We just pick out the good things of the game and not the negatives.
Right in slipping pattern.
Let's break it down and talk about the negatives, Mick. What did you see? How can we improve? And what did we do wrong?
I wouldn't say much negatives today. I would say that we could have at least played a little bit faster in transition, a little bit faster play. I mean, we were a little bit, especially when you play a low block, you got to move the ball fast side to side. We didn't do that. We rolled around. We had about, in the first half, I think it was 87% ball possession in one stage. But, and we did find some through balls, but it's difficult when you play a low block. But my only critique was slow tempo, right? I think we played out well out of the back with both Lindelof and Maguire. I thought that still there is a sloppiness in Dalot that I spotted several times, missed passes. So something is up with him. That's the only critique that I could find. Everyone did the job, so it was a team effort at the end of the day. How we were kind of being compact in shape, both defensively and how we're trying to set up the attack as well. So remember, it's never easy if you play the game if somebody's parking the bus just to try to penetrate. So big up to Luton. They did defend really, really well. So that is the only critique that I could find. As what you said, be more patient and trying to find those creative solutions. Something Ten Hag is always speaking about, like, I set up the formation, but the players needs to be more creative on the pitch to find each other.
Yeah.
And today, the positive that I saw, that we found Højlund, the legs of Højlund many, many times, and that's a positive.
I
How
agree,
about
Mick.
you?
I think you sum it up good. I see some deficiencies in our team when we play Lindelof, for example. We don't have a center back who can carry the ball and pass the ball forward
Oh,
good enough. We need at least one of the center backs to be able to carry the ball, and it's very difficult for Maguire because he plays on the wrong side. He needs to play on the right side when he wants to do that. I also see when we sub on Martial, it's not good enough. Our fullbacks is a little bit too impatient, as you mentioned. Dallo, I agree. And we are too sloppy on the passes, like the precision and the tempo
mm.
in the midfield take a little bit too long. And it's
Yep.
not about rushing it. It's not about rushing it. It's not what I'm talking about because
No,
Bruno, he's
okay.
rushing it.
Oh,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking. I'm talking about getting control of the ball in 1 to 2 touches,
Yes.
and then do something with it.
Yes.
When they see McTominay and he jumps on his toes and he stands
Ah,
there
yeah,
with the
yeah.
three, four,
Oh man,
five
no,
touches.
no, no, no. This is, he does that Skippy the kangaroo, like
Yeah,
yeah, like hop, 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 and you got a red card penalty because David Porter thinks you should sing "Love of the Common People."
Ooh,
Oh, we love with the
sing.
common people like you.
Oh,
Why am I singing for you?
I'm not sure if I can do it.
Jesus Christ, Jarvis, I have to
I will
save your
come in
ass
with
again.
the pop classic at the end of the show. So just stay tuned and stay here until the end.
How about Maguire, guys? He's awesome these days. Yeah. Did we
Yeah.
fall in love again with Maguire? Did we? We put our hands up and say, sorry, Maguire. Sorry, Harry Maguire. Now he's actually becoming good, but that shows you if you give a player more confidence, you know, give him a run of games, you become good as well. So
Mm.
it's big for him to get a little bit of boost of confidence because today he was actually sublime. He was really good. The way he was bombing forward. One time he was playing left wing. I was going, is this Harry? Last game he was having a volley shot that was just touched the the crossbar. I was going, what the
Mm.
hell? Two more today, Sir Jarvis. Sir Jarvis, you've been lauded as Sir
Thank
Jarvis.
you, sir. Thank you, my good man.
And Kenny keeps going. I don't know. Kenny keeps every stream he's saying now the Maguire transfer value is going to increase. He certainly is
Like,
playing up for his contract, like this
yeah,
Glazer stock. But it goes like,
maybe we
right?
will have a bidding war for Maguire in the summer.
Ooh,
60 million, 70 million.
what are you saying here? Mount, man of the match. Mount didn't play under 100%, so how can he be man of the match? What are we saying? David Porter is where we need to dribble more. 100%. Rashford is. What are you saying, Luan? Rashford is in his head after criticism. I think too much about everything. That's a valid point because he clearly reads social media. He clearly responded back to the United standards, like don't believe in misinformation and lies. So he certainly
Mm.
reads all the social media what's being written, and maybe it's in his media. He didn't. He had, I think it was three cut chances he should have scored, which he didn't. So a little bit rusty.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is a player, there's a goal scorer in there. What are we saying? Dalot, right? Keep ball past him. Yeah. We have a new person that I haven't seen here, Charmaine Thomas. Big up, everyone. Big up to you, Charmaine. I haven't
Jermaine,
seen you,
big up.
Charmaine. Haven't seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Like the stream, what you're saying, everyone. We have a new member here. Charmaine is so happy to see new people that I haven't seen before. Nico is here as well to say, big up, everyone. Very important 3 points. Manchester United, keep going, collecting 3 points game by game. Now, let's pause there for a second. Or are we so behind in these chats from people? We like to read up people. We like to interact with you. We will share the link later if you want to come in and express yourself. Like Madonna says, express yourself.
Woke. I'm woke.
Did you crazy? Vogue. No, we still want to hear pop songs from you, man. Come on.
I want to live like common people. I want to do whatever common people do. No, I'm not a singer. I'm a lover.
So what? I'm a singer. You're a lover. Okay. Now we cracked the Da Vinci Code, guys. Man of the
Mm.
match, motor right. So we are expecting Papi to come in, but Papi, he's hosting that watch along show, and they usually go for 2 hours, 3 hours. He's got this Chelsea Dan on. He's trying to close the shop, but they don't want to leave.
I see Tom here. I sent you the link, Tom, if you want to come on and have your say. So just check your inbox.
Tommy, come in for the live. Talk to us. Evening, Mick Jarvis. Chat, love people, love and like. And guys, what happened to the protest today? Was it peaceful? It was a few banners. It was not that loud, but what I heard was beautiful. There was non-censored 98 minutes. Crowd was singing Glazes out. Gonna die, Joe Glazer. Okay, there's no Glazer.
Monetization, say words like this.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube monetization. True. Sorry. I'm so sorry, YouTube. Please forgive me. Now I'm gonna sing Brian Adams' song for you. Please forgive me.
I don't know what to do.
Drex, what are you saying? Big up coming in here. 60 million for Maguire is a bargain at this point. What you are saying, my friend. Welcome. 2-0, Lucky Singh. That's what they should have been. And Ronak Joshi, I can see you. I can feel you, what you're saying. Can't take positives out of 1-0. We need to do much better. Ronak, I feel you. I hear you. Better times are coming. I surely believe it will come. A lot of people saying man of the match is Harry Maguire, but I also want to hear from Tommy. Tommy, welcome to the stage. Tom, journalist. Tom, number one, how are you doing, my friend?
You up, buddy?
Yeah, good guys.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Ganki desu.
Arigato.
That's the only way to know.
Arigato. Yes. Wait. We are not worth it. Tom, talk to us, Tom. Talk to with your words of wisdom, my friend.
Yeah.
What we were discussing last time again when we did, preview show, and we were discussing about Luton. Just win.
Just win.
I don't care how we perform. Just win. I'm not expecting any good performances. Yeah. Even when we discussed after the Copenhagen game, I said, look, if he doesn't perform against Luton, like what changes? Nothing. Yeah. One good performance doesn't right all the months of just terrible football that we've seen. So it's really just the standard right now. That's the problem with it. It's the standard of what that we're seeing at the moment. So I don't expect us ever to play brilliant football that we saw for, say, last season. And we can go on about injuries and concerns of all that anyway. Most of the players that he wants, he's got back anyway. Most of them. Yeah. And even the players that he gets back that he supposedly are his players, he doesn't play them. So what is really the excuse? Nothing. Look, we got the result. We won the game. Fair enough. Yeah. Let's be honest. The opposition that we was against, it was the third best team in the Championship last season. Arguably fourth, maybe with Coventry. Coventry and Luton, they're both on the same page level. If one or the other came up, it'd been the same story. But we have chances in the game. And once again, guys, we just don't put the ball in the back of the net. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Right.
Simple as that.
Simple.
Hoyland from 2 yards out takes it on his thigh. He tries to score off his thigh.
On his thigh, yeah.
Volley it, smash the goalkeeper, knock him out. Do what you got to do.
I think he was caught in two mindsets, like either volley or
it was deflection. Yeah. That's the only thing that it gives him a bit of a leeway, is because I don't think he expects the ball to come to him. Yeah, that's the only thing, and it's just flash reaction, and rather get a touch on it than not. Go on, Jarvis.
Knock. I gotta ask. I'm gonna ask a very hard question. Knock.
Who's there? Come in.
This bastard.
No.
3 points in the bag.
Listen, Poppy, I gotta ask a question. Football is a very simple game. If you're a manager, it's here's the ball, here's the goal, kick there, put it in the net. Okay, go out and play. What would you say?
I would go out and play.
You do an Ole Gunnar freestyle. Go out and play. Okay, I'll be there.
Go and express yourself. Go and have fun. No, I mean it's one of those things, Mick, where like we love to complicate the game for ourselves. And today we saw like Man United having a lot of possession and some combinations that were actually I was so impressed and happy with. We were just not very clinical. We just didn't find the final pass. That's all that was missing for a lot of the phases of play that we had. I also want to say also, like, the point that we were just making right now, Tom was just making that of like just be clean, take it first time. Wow, our forwards so pensive. And so, I don't understand if they know that like the other defenders want to take the ball as well. So you have to be quick. You have to know that, like, I want to do this with this ball the moment I get it. So yeah, at the end of the day, we got the 3 points. It was not pretty, but Ten Hag did his job. He set up the team tactically to create chances, and we did have some chances. And Garnacho did not have his shooting boots. So did Rashford. Also did not have that chance that Rashford got from Anthony. We normally know that's a goal. And Rashford is just still, the confidence is still not there yet,
No,
so
no.
Yeah.
You know what's missing here? There's 17 likes, people. That is a little bit disgraceful. We're having an after party and the 17 likes. Can we have a little bit more of energy going? We're trying to keep the energy going. That's what's missing. That's what's missing.
So these likes, people, come on.
Yeah. I'm going to go and catch myself and drink because it's super hot where I am. Hang on a second. Guys, keep it up. I'm just going to grab myself a drink. I'll be back in a second. Guys, keep it up. Hang on.
Yeah. I will just bring up here. We have Statman Dave shared on Twitter. I will just share the screen. Let's see. There we go. Where is it? There it is. I don't know if you can read this. I will try to blow it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you can see he had 97 touches, 91% pass accuracy, 78 out of 86 passes completed. He won 16 out of 19 final third passes completed. That's actually good. He's creating a lot. 9 out of 14 long balls, 9 ball recoveries, 3 clearances, 2 blocks, 2 duels, 1 and 1 key pass. So he had a really good game by numbers. So how did you see Maguire's performance today, guys? You can go first, Poppy. Hello, you're on mute.
For me, that's my man of the match today. I was not even just impressed by just the stats. It was just the assurance and the calmness that he had. There's a little bit of a confidence boost that he got, and I believe we talked about this during the watch along. It was we made a joke saying like the armband was stopping the blood circulation for Maguire. So he wasn't really being able to think clearly and make those faster decisions. And right now, it's you can see that he's free. His mind and his body are connected. And I think Luhan made this joke saying the armband was a noose around his neck. And now he can finally breathe. So I'm so happy. This is the Maguire that we thought we were getting at Man United, And there was 2 players that were responsible for just spraying the ball around to different areas of the pitch in the first half, and that was Eriksen and Maguire. They did that brilliantly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, and I think Maguire had a really good game. He has stepped it really good up, and now he played like 5 or 6 games in a row where he's actually competing for the man of the match. We have seen the transformation from that guy. It's almost that you can't believe it, and we're just waiting for him to fall on his nose and play bad again. But he just keep delivering and keeps performing.
Yeah.
So respect for Harry Maguire. How did you see Harry Maguire's performance, Tom?
I thought it was good, and again, it was one of those games that even if we had everybody fit, I said it would suit a player like Maguire because they're just going to go direct, they're going to go long, and you've got 6'4", 6'5" Harry Maguire who can just have the ball down for fun. It's the perfect game to suit him. Marshall, the centre forward to a wide area, so he's not going to be in the penalty box, and he did that for most of the game today. The striker didn't have a sniff, barring the one chance where he got away, but it was Lindelof that he was targeting more than Maguire at the time because he knew he wasn't going to get any joy physically against Maguire. So what do? You pick on the weaker man. You pick on Lindelof, and Lindelof lost his man. He dropped the shoulder on him. He got a free header and Onana saved his arse. But at the end of the day, with Maguire in the last couple of games, the games really have suited him based upon the opposition that we've played. But as we saw, like you play against an opposition like the Manchester Derby, where they just ping it round you for fun. Manchester City aren't going to go direct. They're going to recycle the ball. They're going to go in packs and they're going to hump. Luton are the complete opposite of that. They come to Old Trafford. If they could have got a 0-0 draw and stunk the place out, they would have done. And they probably almost certainly should have done that with the way that we didn't take our chances in the game. And if the goal that we scored, let's be honest, it was a scrap fest. If it doesn't go in, we don't win. But Maguire individually was probably the best out of a bad bunch of players again today. And he has, and as consistently as I can keep it, really, I don't really see why you would drop him based on the actual individual performance from him. I think for me, out of all of our defenders that we have right now available, he's the number one person that I'd have in the defence based upon the injury list that's piling up. But at the end of the day, that's out of his control. And like Poppy was saying before about with one of the viewers where they said about you take the armband away from him, it's like a breath of fresh air for him. Again, I always reiterate to the time when he first came into United, those first 10, 15 games up to Christmas, played out of his skin. A proper central defender, physical, imposing, and he wasn't getting this nostalgia around him where, oh, you're playing against Harry Maguire, it's going to be an easy piece of cake. It wasn't like that. But you give him a bit of responsibility and the pressure weighed down on him and you could see that. Physically, mentally, everything. He just looked like a gone player. But again, you take the pressure away from him and just keep the standard set as it is. And just say to Harry, look, you're not probably going to be the future of Manchester United, but you can be the here and now of Manchester United. And at the end of the day, he's pulling up trees for the manager individually, but we need to see it collectively, not just from individuals as a team, if we want to be more consistent going forward. But like I was saying, lads, anyway, I didn't care how we play at the moment. Just win games, because when you're not playing beautiful football, just win. That's the least that you can do. Just win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grind out those results. To the next topic, I see here Mason Mount. He got a lot of praise after his 50 minutes on the pitch, I believe, or 45 minutes, or how much he played. And you can see stats here. He had 100% dribbles completed, 81% pass accuracy, 33 touches, 17 out of 21 passes completed, 9 out of 10 final third passes completed, 6 out of 7 ground duels won, 6 ball recoveries, 4 out of 4 tackles, and 1 key pass. Great performance, Statman Dave. So big up to Statman Dave. Thanks you for providing us these stats. And I believe he had a good game. So Tom, how did you see Mason Mount coming on and perform today?
I thought he did quite well, to be fair. Again, the sort of game where there's less work on the defensive output, but you're going forward, and then when you're obviously contained and compact in the opposition's half, it's the sort of game where Mason Mount's a player that you could use because he's mobile and he will make different runs. He will move around the field. He's not going to be a static, Joe, and he's just going to stand there and wait for the ball to come to him. He will go to the ball. That's the difference with a player like Mount, but maybe the difference with Eriksen, who's a lot more older. He wants to put his foot on the ball and pick his pass. Mount's more, I'll run for the ball. I'll show for it, but I'll go to a different area to get it. So it gave us that different option. And again, he did quite well. I think positionally as well on the field, he did what he had to do, even defensively. He tracked the runners a lot better than he had done in recent games anyway. And at the end of the day, when you're not starting games, you need to come off the bench and show the manager what he's missing out on.
True.
Even against the opposition he did today, he did that. So the least that Mason Mount can do is he's put himself back in the shop window with the manager. And when you've got a midfield that's not exactly pulling up any trees at the moment, what do you take from that? Well, let me just show the manager what he's missing out on, and I can easily get back into this team. And this is what I like. And this is the one thing that I like about some groups of the players in our squad is, even when they've been dropped from the squad, they're not kicking a fuss. They're not going on social media blowing up, calling out the manager, this, that, the other. Just fight for it. Fight for your place. And that's the one thing that I can respect with such as Harry Maguire, with Mason Mount, you know, even to a certain extent where you've had players like Reguilon who's coming on alone. You've not got a natural left back, but you haven't been playing him. He's not blown up in the manager's face. He's just got on with it.
Yeah, true.
It's called professional players, and that's what you need in a group. But at the end of the day, we're just not playing well at the moment, performance-wise, and that's really the main issue for us.
I'd rather have that professional player that don't moan than a professional Xbox player that sits and play FIFA and moans that he doesn't get picked. To be honest, you know who we're talking about. At the end of the day, I can understand the issue that Ten Hag has in his squad, because he looks at people that are reliable, that can put in a shift and they will play for him. And I will give my roses to Ten Hag to show a little bit grit and a little bit of a attitude today, because he got a yellow card off the sideline. So clearly he cares and clearly he wants to win. It just hasn't been easy for us, guys. It hasn't been easy. Papi, in your eyes, if I may ask you, like, you watched the 98 minutes. I don't know where the 8 extra minutes came from all of a sudden, right? This season alone. Who do you reckon was the stand-up performers from in the United shirt? I mean, everything.
Yeah. We already talked about Maguire, and also Mason Mount had a very positive impact. You could tell, like he's sort of turned the corner, in terms of his he's a little bit more confident, and he was very, very quick with that ball that he provided that led to a goal as well. So we have to just kind of like. I think Tom touched on this and say, pat him on the back. He took he's given the manager something to think about, especially like Eriksen now with a potential injury. We have no idea what's going on with how Eriksen got injured when he was just by himself, and just losing balance was a little bit concerning. But those things happen, and I want to just say Mason Mount for me was another standout performer. Onana also kept us in the game, Mick. We cannot forget those important saves from Andre Onana.
I gotta ask everyone in the VR room and the panel, like, if I compose a poll right now, give me 3 stand-up players and we can vote for out of those 3. Who would those 3 be? You mentioned Harry Maguire, you mentioned Mason Mount, and who would be the third?
I tell you what, Mick. Put them 2 names, and then let the VR room pick
how about 3?
The third one.
Lindelof scored the goal. Okay,
Lindelof,
guys, keep it away. I will just compose the poll. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
Jarvis.
Yeah, I just want to come back to Mason Mount. I didn't get Poppy's opinion when it came to Mount and the stats that Statman Dave provided us. How did you see his impact?
Oh, I just went on him and said very positive. Like if he's given Ten Hag something to think about, and I think moving forward he's going to get more and more minutes. If only we could just give him a different jersey number. He just needs a different shirt number, because just like Maguire, the number 7 is starting to be heavy on him, and he will be lighter. We just need our players to be in sync with that what's happening psychologically. And right now you can tell that Mason Mount, from today's performance, he's sort of moving in a positive direction, and he needs to keep on going that way. I need to see like a proper like a goal or an assist, even more of that. So I'm not gonna go too crazy on him and give him too many flowers.
Yeah, but what I liked about him was I think he provided something different than Eriksen. He was more energetic. He was more forward thinking. Maybe he should sometimes stop up and try to dictate the tempo of the game. He's a little bit too direct sometimes because he's hurrying, but he's always creating. And in today he was very precise both on the ball and how he delivered the ball. So and as we could see with his stats, I will just bring them up again, and you see it was 100% dribbles and 17 out of 21 passes completed, and 9 out of 10 final third passes. So that means he's very precise when it comes to the final third. It's not like we are used to with Bruno, for example, who's very wasteful, who's almost like in good games he's 50-50 on the final third passing completion. So he provides something different, and I would like to see more from Mason Mount.
Yeah, 6 ball recoveries is really good when you consider that in that amount of time when Scott McTominay had 5 ball recoveries in the whole game.
Yeah, the high turnovers, we had a lot of high turnovers, and we pressed Luton deep. So, but they also played a low block. They were very alone when they got the ball, so it made it easier for us. But at least we did the job, so we can't complain.
Yeah.
Guys, I just put a poll in so you guys can vote. I put 4 options for you guys, and you can all see it there. Of course, it's Lindelof. Of course, it's Mason Mountain Dew. We have not 7-Up. We have Mountain Dew. I can climb any mountain. You know what I mean? Mount. And who else did I put in? Harry Maguire, but also the 4th option, which was the Glaze It Out chant. That was constantly vocal during the game. So big up to all of you. So please get your votes in, and let's keep talking. Because
I just want to shout out Jamie Wayne here. He comes out with a comment. So sorry, guys. Got a lot of my mind. Girlfriend's in the hospital. How is everyone? So my heart goes out to you, Jamie Wayne. I hope you're okay, my good friend.
Love
and
Jamie,
a lot of love from Mufc Realist TV.
Yeah,
hope everything will be fine.
Big up to you, Jamie. All the love and support from the VR room and Mufc Realist TV. Jamie is one of our loyal moderators and active. What do we call it? Chatterlists, always in the chat in the Telegram chat group as well. So all the best, Jamie.
100%. I see Darren Young coming in with a lot of interesting comments. He say Luton played at the level that allowed us to look above our form. Shooting was very poor today, taking unneeded touches. Højlund was the only player who looked above average. Yeah. Tom, how do you see Darren Young's comments? Do you agree, or is he maybe too harsh?
I mean, look, with how Luton are as a team, I'll be honest, Luton are going down. They are.
Yeah.
Let's not. They are going to be in one of those 3 spots. They'll either finish bottom of it, second of it, or the third from bottom. They're going down one way or another. But the one thing that Luton are doing, they are trying to actually play. They're not one of these teams that, look, we've come up, we weren't expected to get up, so we'll just go straight back down. They're not doing what, say, Norwich and Derby County and all those sort of teams have done over the years, in Huddersfield, where they just give up before they even gave it a go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that I do like with such as Luton. And even in the way that we was playing, especially from a shooting aspect, Darren Young's part I agree with. It was very poor, taking the unnecessary touches. The Garnacho one, why take it round the goalkeeper? Why? You've already opened your body up. You can just stick it in the corner. It's the simplicities of it. And at the end of the day, he's a young player and he's still got to learn from these sort of controversial mistakes that he's making in games. But they're defining moments. You take that chance against Luton, you might get another chance. You do that against Manchester City or against one of the big boys when you're in a title race in 3-4 years' time, maybe. Not so difficult because you might not get another chance. That's just football at the end of the day. But with how Garnacho's played, when he's made cameos off the bench, he's deserved to start. So I can accept, he might make a decent run in the team, or he might make some errors here and there where he doesn't, concede or he doesn't score goals. But listen, it's not just him. I'm not going to pin the blame on one player. There's all of them. The whole front line's been atrocious from minute one of the game of Wolves, really, if we're being honest. Varane bought us out of that game. You've had it again, another defender's bought you out of today. McTominay coming off the bench against Brentford bought you out. The Premier League, you're just not pulling up any trees. Pappy even said before about the Rashford chance. Rashford last year, mate, forget aiming it toward the goalkeeper. He put it in the roof of the net. Or he'll take it, or the ball will go over the line with the goalkeeper. That was just how the sort of song and form that he was on. But even with Højlund, again, the conversions, especially in this game, there wasn't really any excuses to make for him. He had the chances on him on a plate, realistically. The movement was there. He got on the end of headers, and he had that clinical chance where he was bang in front of the goal. And yeah, he wasn't expecting it. But you're 2 yards out as Manchester United's number 9. Even if I did a deflected cross, you're expected to score. That's the difficulty of it at the end of the day. But the kid, we know there's potential there. So we're prepared to wait for that player. And we've had, over the last couple of years, the Ronaldos, the Cavani's, we've had the proven serial goal scorers already at the club. So.
Oops. Oh, Glazer's just cut his line.
Damn Glazers.
I want to
everything.
Before I just want to give Papi his roses today. Botswana Papi, you've been a hard-working man today. I think this is your 3rd or 4th stream for today, man.
Oh, yeah, piece of cake.
Listen. You did a brilliant stream on KG Comedian Show as well. You know, the good, bad, and ugly. I was watching it. I really enjoyed it with you and Joe Blackman. Big up to you. And then you did the marathon watch along, of course. How did that go? Was there any controversials? Was Chelsea down there?
It was 3 points. That's all that matters. You know? Yeah. No. It was really nice, really calm. Yeah. It's really fun when the team wins. So it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United fans around the world, we are safe for now. Also, Tom, Onana is 2nd in the list for the Golden Glove. Come on now.
We're getting reckless.
We have to celebrate. It's the small wins, guys. We have to celebrate the small wins, Jarvis. You know what I mean?
You're hanging out too much with KG. You're getting reckless, you know.
Well, I just want to move on. We have covered Mount stats and we have covered Maguire stats. So we owe Victor Lindelof to look at his stats and talk a little bit about the Swede. And we see here Statman Dave again providing us with brilliant stats. So thank you, Statman Dave. He says Victor Lindelof's games by number 117 touches, 102 out of 108 pass completion, 94% pass accuracy. So he's very precise. He won 3 out of 4 duels, 3 clearances, 2 out of 3 long balls completed, and 1 brilliant goal at the end of the game or second half. So
ice
cold. Want to go first on Lindelof? Maybe the fellow Swede will try first.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. I have only one thing to say, and that is one thing, like this: ice, baby. Ice, baby. Yeah. Now that's all I have to say. Now, Victor for me has always been cool and composed. Victor has saved us many times before as well, but I think he's the underrated player. He's been with United for 4 or 5 years almost now, and he's been going through different centre backs pairings. He's always been stuck with Maguire, and when he didn't play with Maguire, when he played with Varane, we showed what kind of character he is. Like, he can play left back, he can play left centre back, he can play midfield. He's quite advanced, and in Swedish national team, he's a leader, he's well respected. And for me, Lindelof has always been that trusty he can come off the bench anytime, but he can also start. So for him to get a goal today was massive, to be honest. If you do remember when he saved us in the penalty shootout as well, that was Victor Lindelof. Ice, Victor. Ice, Victor. So no, good stuff. He's a trusted, loyal servant with United at the moment. One of the veterans.
Yeah. I agree with a lot of what you're saying, and what I see with Lindelof that's very positive. He never get to start another game after he plays. He's on the bench, he comes in, he plays a couple of games, then he's out again for 5 games and come in. But he always perform at
but he never whinges about it. He doesn't go on social media and whinge about it. He's cool with it.
So respect for him for always being ready and come in and perform at a decent level, So I'm happy with Lindelof, and especially today, as you could see by his stats.
Yeah, it's all about coming in, being ready, and Papi, I think he's married to Melissa Reddy, right?
Damn, we can't be married to Melissa already. That's my crush. No,
Suffer, yeah.
nice one, Mick. No, the thing about it is like, people, I'm sure that there was a lot of like, oh, why is Victor Lindelof starting ahead of, like to justify your selection with a goal, that the winning goal, the all important winning goal, like that. What an awesome way to just say, manager, you have to pick me next game.
Yeah.
So Victor Lindelof, I love it when you come in and you're called upon and you stand up and do the job, because you deserve it. And it's hard to do that if you don't have match rhythm. But this is somebody who, to get the numbers that Jarvis just showed when you're not really playing regularly, bro, that deserves its own like accolades. Victory, victor. Yes. Yeah.
Listen, guys. So far in the polling system, it's quite surprisingly where the poll is sitting right now, because the Glazer chants are leading as the man of the match. Yeah,
That is hilarious.
It is hilarious. I just don't know how I'm stuck into this.
What's the percentage?
Wait a minute. I'm stuck. I'm sinking. Live chat. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Mason Mount on 12%. Harry Maguire got 12%. Lindelof, surprisingly, is on 29%. The Glazer out chance is 47%. So far, Lindelof is the man of the match, according to the VAR poll. Damn.
Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised because I thought that Harry Maguire will get most of the votes today. But still, you got to give Victor Lindelof the roses as well, because he did a fantastic job. He scored the goal as well. He's always Iceman, cool and composed. I agree. No point. That's what we do in Sweden.
Okay.
It's a weird one. If you're from northern part of Sweden, if you're from northern part of Norway, they don't say yes. They say lazy.
Okay. That also sounds like
no, we have a joke. We have a joke in Sweden, like, how do you get rid of the dust under your bed? You just take a northern Swedener, put him under the bed, like, hey, do you see the dust? And he goes.
I'm not sure if you read out Jale Malmin's comment, but I will read it again. A couple of games ago, Lindelof the rocket the ball to our opponent, who made Onana look like he was outpicking Berries. Man of the match today, no doubt. Yeah. Jale Malmin is on the ball always.
Always. No, but Lindelof, according to me, is always the one that sneaks under the radar, never gets his roses, and kind of a little bit like Varane, the unsung hero. But Varane came in the second half as well. Big up to Varane as well. I think at the end of the day, we saw at the game, and yes, 1-0 is never safe. We could have been up 3-0, but to summarize this, gents, like, Lindelof, man of the match. We saw at the game, we see some signs of good possession-based football, how we integrate. But, playing a low block is never easy. I mean, arguably City would have smashed him with 3-4-0, but, we're not there yet, guys. But I have patience. I can see it coming. Definitely. And if you bring back the table again, where we are sitting at the moment, it's not far-fetched from the top 4. Scotty, the wheel is back here. May the force be with you. Taking drag, lol. What you smoking? Poppy, what you smoking?
No, I'm just saying yes in Swedish. That's all.
Guys, do you want to come in and have a chat with us? Talk to us, because the table is looking bright. We are above Brighton, at least. Listen, last season as well, we were hovering there at same spot, even at 8th spot, but we came back strong at the end of the second half of the season. We went on a winning streak. Now, guys, do want to hear from a guy from Sydney called Sajif Aka, Kenny Fan TV. Who killed Kenny? Should we bring him to the stage?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Kenny, do you want to come in? Is it cold out there?
Yo, how you guys? How you been doing, man?
Kenny, why you don't have any camera on?
Yeah, I'm just I'm just about to sleep at the moment. That's why I was off.
You're in bed.
Yeah,
What's the time over it? What's the time in Sydney right now, mate?
It's like 5:13. So I'm
Whoa.
just gonna sleep for like just few hours.
Yeah. Can you talk to us? What's on your mind? What's on your heart before you go to sleep, my friend?
All it. I was just saying like it was like it was just like end to end like a game between us and Luton Town. I thought the first half we should have been at least 2 or 3 goals up, to be honest with you. But like because to be fair, we actually overcame an obstacle because like Luton Town were like a low block team. Like you also got to remember, like Luton Town nearly got a 3 points against Liverpool. So
Yes.
to be fair,
Whenever Tahit Chong comes in, they look like a force, you know.
Your
And
Chong
to be
looked
fair,
lively.
the header that Onana saved was also a big moment as well. Like, you know, because we look
Exactly.
like in control. We what we normally do, we kind of go to sleep a little bit and invite pressure and invite a goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah,
but big up
we
for
did.
Onana as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. We did invite Luton. Some we actually got ourselves into trouble when like Luton Town start attacking us at the start of the second half. So so but like the only good thing was like we were just calm and composed overall. Mason Mount for me when he came on from the bench, he was excellent for me.
Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear, because there's been a lot of questions from pundits as well. What I was listening to, you know, why did we buy Mason Mount? What is his purpose in this team? I said in the early of the season, Mason Mount was brought in as a bench player, nothing else. Like, you know, and people didn't believe me, but he is a bench player at the moment.
Yeah,
so
I
he has
agreed
to-
as well.
Yeah. So basically, Luan Fans comes in with a fantastic question, guys. What does Harry Maguire have to do to impress you guys? A, make you a breakfast in bed. B, stop talking and do the football, do the walking. Guys, any answers for Luan? I think that he's doing the right thing right now, according to my opinion. He's putting a shift in. He's doing the football talking, not the mouth talking, not the big head talking. That's the thing that rubbed off majority of the fans, that he came out to say, I don't have to prove myself and stuff like that. You know, so just keep your mouth shut. Just prove yourself on the pitch week in and week out, and you'll be good. That's it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, he impressed me today. So he was like my man of the
How
match.
about that for $1? Yeah. Big up, man. Listen, it's a victory today. I am absolutely boiling where I am right now because my AC is not really. I cannot switch my AC when I'm talking because it's getting right into the microphone.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
just like, you know what?
Yeah, at this time, like around like nearly Christmas. Yeah. I've been to Thailand around like years ago in 2015. At this time, it was hella hot, man. It was so humid, man.
Yeah, guys, if you are coming to Phuket, Thailand, hook me. I will hook you up. We will have a chat. We might do a watch along together. Papi, I'm still waiting for you. I sent you the invitation. Jarvis, I send you also invitation. There's nobody knocking on my door.
Yeah, but I will wait until January or February when it's really cold and dark, and then I'll take time off from the winter and maybe come see you.
Oh, listen, guys, he made me so jealous the other day. He sent me like they were sitting there -20 something and making barbecue, and you had northern lights. It was so beautiful.
Yeah,
like northern lights, guys.
Yeah. Pick me up, Jarvis, with your jet.
Send us some northern lights, mate.
Yeah.
So if we
Northern Lights.
summarize today's highlights in general, my general feeling is that I'm starting to feel that we are coming back a little bit to show a little bit more fight mojo. The players are fighting for the manager, clear and obvious. We saw that in Copenhagen, and form is never a linear thing. Form is unlinear. We see Spurs will drop form. We will see, oh, look at this. Jesus, you robbed me. This is from your house.
Yeah. And that's the sky.
Wow.
It's incredible, the Northern Lights. So if you ever want to see something spectacular, visit Northern Norway.
What the hell? Erik ten Hag banned for next game. Are you having a laugh?
He's got 3 yellow cards, so he can't.
Oh, 3 yellow cards.
Oh, wow. 3 yellow cards already.
So he won't be there for the Everton game. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's so beautiful, Jarvis. Thank you for sharing. And Erik ten Hag will be banned. Who is going to manage then? McLaren, or will it be Mitchell van der Gaag?
Probably both.
Both.
Yeah, it could be both, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
but they
up,
will
guys.
handle it. No problem. I'm not worried.
It's not like Erik ten Hag is very expressive on the touchline anyway.
Yeah. So guys, we're having a break. Arjan is coming in to say Van de Gaag. Yes, the Gaag. So we're gonna have a 2 weeks break, no football, and we need this break, I think, Papi, as well. It's been relentless, right? It's, as I said to Jarvis, it's never easy to press record when the team is not performing, and it's today we can at least leave with a little bit of a bittersweet victory, take 2 weeks off, and just listen to the how the media is going to make up the stories regarding takeovers and the other leaks coming out from the dressing room and the shower. Harry Maguire has a bigger ding dong than Rashford, and Rashford don't like it, and all that stuff comes out. Yeah, but that's a typical what they're reporting, like these cash questions, right? Sorry, Mick is on fire today. I'm actually literally burning up. But on the other hand, it gives us also an opportunity to recess this channel, what we can do a little bit more fresher. We've been also a little bit complacent and affected. I have been affected as well. So it's all about you, community. It's all about Papi. It's all about Jarvis. Everyone that comes in and supports the channel. Big up to all of you. Jamie Wayne, every day, all the moderators. Big up to you. And we will come back a little bit more fresher, I guess, with more better ideas as well. Darren Young, what you saying? It's the light shining of the armor of warriors in Valhalla.
Oof.
Woof.
Yeah.
With that note, that is so beautiful. That is on my bucket list, Jarvis, to see.
Come visit Northern Norway.
Okay. We're coming all together. Everyone pack your bags. Let's go to Jarvis's house.
We will be there.
He's providing free snaggers on the barbecue, mate. Just check a left and you'll be right up there in Tromsø, Norway. Big up, big up. My highlights, what you saying, Scotty at the wheel. My highlights, if we put away chances today, it would be a whitewash and a hat trick for Højlund, 100%. I went in 4-1 hat trick, free Rasmus for foot's sake, 100%, man. Listen, I am running out of juice. Look at my eyes. I'm really tired. I'm gonna call it the quits today, guys. It's been fantastic today. It wasn't like a high-scoring game. At least was 3 points. I'm happy. Like Papi, I would give Papi his roses for all this grafting he's done today. Big up for running the watch along as well. Sajib as well for coming in. Everyone, go support Kenny Fan TV as well on his YouTube channel. Just started. I think I was your first to view your first live and gave you the roses, Sajib, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did. Thanks.
I
man.
did.
Very good.
We'll be there. We all support each other. Compost Murphy. Yeah, guys.
And don't feel sad because of the international break coming up, because we have a big week ahead. Monday, we will have Jarvis Corner. I will bring on guests, Andy Tate, Tom, Stu Wally, and we will discuss a lot of good topics. And we will have a sizzling takeover show with Mick and Paul White, and big Tom journalist one will come on, and we will debate and dig deep into the up and coming takeover. And we have a lot of good shows coming up. So stay tuned, guys.
And I'm still waiting for Poppy as well. Me and Poppy will be talking about doing a reckless show together. There's
Oh,
nothing coming
yeah.
from your side. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's
We-
going to be on fire.
Look out for that. That's
Yeah.
coming up very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Making
Blockbuster
Jarvis
coming to your theaters soon.
coming
another
to a
good
store near you, to a YouTube destination near you.
I was also want to share a secret. We've been working on the background. We've been working on a fantastic website. It's going to have all the match predictions. You can vote polls. It's going to be the latest and the greatest. That's why I'm so tired. It's looking so good, people. It's looking so good. And eventually, we're also looking to recruit in new people, new voices to come in here as well. We're lacking females, guys. We're lacking more of the female voice. So if you are a woman or a man, or I don't know what you call it nowadays, if you love this football, you want to come in, have you say, welcome, reach out to us, because the more the merrier. You know, I guess you're tired of seeing my face every day and Jarvis's, so we want to have more faces coming in as well. So Jiv is always here, Football Power Hours here. You know, Luan is coming in sometimes, but we are looking for more people to come in. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
Love you all. Guys, it's been fantastic. 1-0 is on the scoreboard. This has been Jarvis Cocker. Where can people find you, Jarvis, if you're not
I'm on
living here?
Twitter, Bowley77, and on this channel. And sometimes I go to Noradin's channel, or United Real Therapy. So there you can find me. But mostly here.
Yep, you can also find him on the back cover of the Pulp Common People as well. He's the lead singer, Jarvis Cocker. Botswana Papi, you're everywhere at the moment. You're on this channel. You're with KG. Tell us a little bit where you are and how can people find you.
Oh, you'll find me here. You'll find me here. If you're seeing me right now, you'll find me where you see me. also, I'm streaming to my channel as well. It's called Football Power Hour. Make sure you hit the like button over there too, and subscribe. Yeah.
You can also find him on doing the KG Comedian as well. Man,
Definitely.
I didn't know you. I was just like, what was Poppy doing there? Like, KG Comedian. You're doing with Joe Blackman. It was a fantastic show, man.
Joe Blackman and I got a show called The Good, the Bad, the Ugly every Saturday morning. You got to tune into that. It's reckless. It's fan call-ins and very fun conversations. We talk about what's good, what's bad, what's ugly every week. So, and on Fridays on the Football Power Hour, we play a quiz. Make sure you check out that quiz. That's always fun as well. So
I'm never gonna join that again.
The vibes are vibing. We will be here. Whether
I tried your quiz show 3 times, mate. But you know what? You know the story, right? Hands free.
Brown envelope. You gotta give me the envelope. You gotta send it early.
The PGOL tax I haven't paid.
They will talk, to be fair.
The VR room is dope there. Sajeev as well. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Where can people find you?
Yes, you can find me on my YouTube channel Kenny Fan TV, and most of the time you can find me on Mufc Realist TV and the Football Power, and every like alternate days I sometimes come to the KG the Comedian channel. I sometimes come to his FIFA stream just to do his commentary.
Okay. and most of the time you can find Kenny on South Park. Who killed Kenny? Oh my God, who killed Kenny? Guys, love you and leave you. This has been a fantastic show. Lots of good vibes, FC. Thank you everyone for coming in. It's time to close the shop. Goodbye, people. Glory, Manchester United. Glazers out, bankers out. No to 25%. Full sale only. This is our channel. This is our club. And it's time to say goodnight. Good night, people. Bye for now.
Good night.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.